The showdown over the U.S. Postal Service. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling lawmakers back from August recess. She wants them to vote on a bill that would block cutbacks by President Trump's newly appointed Postmaster General. Democrats say the cutbacks could sabotage the election. Republicans say the vote is a distraction from the stimulus bill. ABC's Devin Dwyer has more.
I'm pretty nervous. People rely on us to get them their ballots, and if we're not getting our ballots because they're not sent from the plant, that reflects poorly on us.
As many as 100 million mail ballots could flood the postal system starting next month, an all-time record and 3 times as many as 2016.
We are not ill-equipped for this. We handle Christmas volumes when that rush comes in. We've handled the COVID volumes. We have no problem with additional letter mail for ballots. I mean, we can do this.
But there are growing concerns about delivery delays as President Trump's new pick to run the post office overhauls the agency at a critical time.
Our financial position is dire. If we want to be viable for the long term, it is absolutely imperative for the Postal Service to operate efficiently and effectively.
Postmaster General Louis DeJoy is a major Republican fundraiser with no postal experience. This summer, he announced a major shakeup, reassigning nearly 24 top leaders, restructuring operations, imposing a hiring freeze, and eliminating overtime pay and second trips by carriers that make sure deliveries stay on schedule.
Thanks for driving down.
Critics say the moves amount to political sabotage.
I mean, the timing of all of this speaks for itself. We are literally weeks away from the 2020 presidential election, and we have an agency that is playing an outsized role in this election, undergoing tremendous change and transformation that is disrupting mail delivery across the country.
Members of Congress from both parties want DeJoy to reverse any changes that could slow delivery during the election. Several top Democrats are demanding an investigation. And with so much at stake, the pandemic isn't making things any easier for carriers.
They're working in a pandemic. They're working in extreme heat. They're working at a disadvantage because of shortage of staff.
Chelsea Cathcart is one of 3 carriers in tiny Freiburg, Maine, now wondering how those big changes to the Postal Service will impact her job.
As an institution, it's been going since the 1700s. I'm just here as a carrier, but from what I've seen, we tend to run more efficiently than less efficiently. There's no point in making major changes when people are relying on us to do the same thing every day from here till November.
Her message to voters, those mail-in ballots will be in good hands.
Every single day, I'm out carrying people's medication. I'm delivering the checks for when the pandemic first started. They trusted us to do that. They should trust us to uphold election integrity.
And ABC's Devin Dwyer joins me now from Washington. Devin, how legit are these concerns that cutbacks could affect the election?
Well, the delivery delays, Diane, are real. Union leaders tell me it's about 2 to 5 days in many parts of the country. Those are beginning to snowball in some places. It's affecting the entire postal system, but the biggest impact right now, at least, seems to be in major cities, coincidentally in swing states, Philly, Detroit, Milwaukee, seeing major delays. The big unknown right now is how long these delays will last and whether they will get worse as we get closer to ballot season. So the concerns, for sure, are very real, Diane.
And Devin, what about people who rely on the mail for medication and paychecks and other vital things?
Yeah, I mean, before we even get to the ballots, right? I mean, people are panicking about those prescription drugs they order by mail, the stimulus checks, paychecks, other important documents. A lot of those are delayed. And right now, as you know, so many people simply they don't have big margins. We don't have a lot of savings on hand because of the pandemic. We don't have extra supplies of those drugs. So really critical right now to get these delays figured out.
And Devin, some lawmakers are now demanding that DeJoy testify before Congress. What do they want to know, and how likely is that to happen?
Yeah, major news overnight. You said it at the top. Nancy Pelosi calling the House back later this week. They're on vacation all month. They're going to come in. They want DeJoy to testify 1 week from today. They want to know details on these changes. They want to know why he's doing them right now. And more than anything, Diane, they want assurances that he himself has promised that he will not allow these changes to impact the election. They want to hear him say it publicly. Diane?
And finally, Devin, Republicans are saying this whole thing is a distraction from the fact that Democrats are holding up the stimulus bill. So what is the status on the stimulus bill?
Gosh, you know, I mean, and now we're in convention season, right? So those negotiations aren't likely to make very much headway. Basically, the negotiations are stalled. Congress left town last week for a month. There is no deal, no plans to talk about reaching a deal. They're not due back till September. So all those people waiting for some expanded unemployment benefits, small businesses looking for more aid, and of course states and local governments looking for some help from the federal government for the pandemic aren't going to get it, at least anytime soon. Diane?
All right, disappointing. Devin Dwyer in Washington, we appreciate it. And you can see Devin's full report tonight on Prime with Lindsay Davis at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.